I came across in the first part of this series why the name change is necessary poorly. I made it all about myself, and it isn't. It's about a larger good, but I feel it personally because it's about myself, and I do not stand down from my name change being fundamentally a good thing. And it's because Russell Lawrence Lee made it. By setting up the situation, he made it so that the N word was inevitable in its semantic analysis, in its definitional changes, and in its promulgation as a topic. If it weren't for people like Randall Kennedy or Dick Gregory or me that write about the word, if it wasn't for Russell Lawrence Lee, which made it into a name and therefore an unacceptable thing to remain as a slur, if your name is a slur, the slur has to be reconsidered. By the way, also there's the just mention of politeness that we shouldn't be using slurs against people, and yet the irony that we cannot help but use the slurs that have been used in the past and remain frequently used. And that's just because you can't censor everybody. It just doesn't work. So how are you going to fix the N-word problem? It has to mean human. There's really no other destination for it. Where else? And then people that think, well, it's destined for the graveyard of bad words and bad ideas. Do you see that in our culture? Do you see it disappearing? If you look online for the N-word, can you find it? Yeah, in a lot of places. Do children know it? Yeah, almost all of them. Will they know it once they become adults? Yeah, because of the media. It's in a lot of books and movies, and it should be known. People should know it, and they should care about it emotionally. And so I just didn't like my first try at this because it was too much about I'm not a racist, so, I feel emotional about it. And that's true about me, but it's not fundamentally about me. I make it personal because it's not just me, it's us. I care about everyone. I really do. I care about animals, and in some situations, plants and insects that are animals. So I'm goofy and liberal. I care about cocaine being legalized. That's the last one. Because nigger rights, for God's sake. And name changes are our right. That's the other thing I've discovered that nobody else seems to know explicitly, is that if you want to change your name to something, that's such an extreme measure for you to take that the world owes you a hearing and at least should give you the liberty to do so, to elicit whatever change you're seeking to make, like NJ Weedman. Anyway, yeah, we need to have the name change. As many people as possible, and as we get more people, our movement will grow larger. So if you have extra money, pay somebody to try to change their name to this, because it's time for a new discussion of what rights we have as Americans and what rights we don't have, in case we want to look at, it's controversial, but gun control, which is relevant to our lives and the safety of students and even preschoolers. Like that's a real thing. There are school shootings that demolish babies and children. Newtown, Connecticut is well worth everyone knowing about. So is there a right to bear arms? Is that something the Constitution got right?